Are we good now?
I think we're pretty solid, actually.
I think we're good.
Okay.
I think we're good. I mean, you guys are at 60 FPS. I'm at 6. It's fine.
Well, I mean, you haven't changed any, and we have significantly improved.
I'm Tanner.
I'm Tanner. Yes, you are.
That's Nathan.
That is me.
And that's Trey. And for real this
That
time, this is TNT.
Not by ACDC.
Not by ACDC.
Just to confirm.
And
Not by ACDC.
Not by ACDC.
And this is a show where hopefully every episode, I was going to say every week, but we can't guarantee that knowing all of our schedules and how we are as human beings. We bring up something, question probably, I don't know, we can discuss statements perhaps.
Yeah. No, we just talk about whatever.
Yeah. So this week on TNT Not By ACDC, we're asking what ingredient can you put into the soup, or how did I phrase it?
What ingredient would you put in the soup to make you blind for one day?
Yeah, that's it. The ingredients you put in the soup for one day to make you blind. And then the caveat is you have to survive. You have to live through drinking the soup in order to be blind.
You don't have to live through being blind.
Yeah, no. After the day after, so it's like you drink the soup, you go blind for the day after. Whatever happens past that's on you. But we can't just be like, I put lava in the soup and I kill you. Because then you're not alive to be blind.
I put sulfuric acid in the soup as the broth, and yeah, your insides are melted.
just gone. So does anyone want to start? Has anyone thought of a really good thing for this?
I thought of something. It's not good. It's fucking stupid.
Well, I mean, I can't imagine. By the way, Trey, we have a Melee TV beside us.
You have a Melee TV.
What do you mean a Melee TV? Like,
I mean, like, there's like a full-on fucking. That's not a great angle. There's like an old school like JVC like TV right here. Like, imagine if I turn it on, it'll make a funky noise.
I imagine you turn it on, you die in 7 days. Like,
just explodes.
Oh yeah, you
see the Ring video.
You see the good old channel 2? I'm gonna leave that on in the background. I'm actually not.
That's like TVO.
Yeah.
Did it flash?
It did flash. But
I told you, 7 days. You're gonna get a phone call right now, and you hear this little girl's voice. She's gonna go 7 days. And you're gonna die.
Not the spam calls I'm used to.
But,
I'm putting spam calls in the soup.
I think I'd put weed
Just
in the soup.
Well, how does weed make you blind?
You put enough of it, and like anyone will believe anything, man.
So you're gonna make them believe they're blind?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You're blind. You can't see. You are Daredevil. That is what you are.
I'm gonna get them high, so baked out of their mind that they don't know what's happening.
Okay.
And like they're gonna close their eye. Like I'm gonna be like, oh, how are you enjoying your soup? Just splash them with water, and while their eyes are closed, I'll be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Just start like drying them off, and I'll just slip a blindfold on.
Okay,
right?
okay.
I gotta make sure they're really high. Gotta make sure they're really
They gotta be so
high.
suited, like absolutely gone.
And then they just believe that they lost their eyesight.
I mean, like, I'm sitting there thinking about, is that really, like, technically, like, the soup that makes you blind? Technically, you have made somebody drink soup and made them blind,
I'm
so...
feeding them soup and they're going to be blind
You're
for
force
one day.
feeding them soup?
Yeah.
I don't think... Why would you...
Yeah,
who would you
thinking
force
putting
feed soup?
mercury in the soup would work.
Does it matter who's being fed the soup?
No.
Like, I'm assuming this is some random person that
Yeah,
would make
but you have
blind.
you have to track down who's drank your soup and who's your blinding target is.
Oh, I can do that easily. It's wearing a blindfold.
Well, I mean, we'll be wearing a blindfold. Or are you just going to do it to everyone? You're like at the end of like the soup line. Like if you were in a soup kitchen, you know.
Are we making a bunch of people blind? I was under the assumption that this broth was only for one person.
Well, I was under the assumption the soup is like a gathering of people. Because it's like the
Today,
perpetual...
I make 1,000 people blind.
Some Mr. Beast video.
Because, like, I imagine it's like a big event, right? You've got, like, the whole neighborhood around for your, like, comically large vat of soup. It's like you've put the ingredient in, and everybody's come around the neighborhood and put their own ingredient in, and it's your job to make sure you put in the blinding ingredient.
Do you think afterwards, like when everybody's blind and they've had the soup for almost 24 hours, you set up one of those like eye doctor tests on the wall, and you give like a grand prize to whoever can read the bottom line first from 10 feet away?
I mean, yeah, you could.
What's the prize? The cure?
The cure!
The cure. Yeah, the cure for blindness. It's the anti-soup.
Anti-soup.
The anti-soup.
What is an anti-soup?
Yeah.
I don't know, like a brick?
Why would a brick be the anti-soup?
Well, soup is a liquid.
Okay.
Brick is a solid.
But brick...
You eat soup, you can't eat brick.
But I mean, bricks aren't that solid, though. They flake all the time.
Okay, what is your antithesis to soup?
Okay, well, I don't have a better answer, but...
And until we get a better answer, it's brick.
Okay, yeah, sure. We go with that. Brick is now the antithesis to soup. What is the antithesis to brick?
Soup.
Yes.
Gas. Gas is a good one. I think my boss at work was telling me, there was some guy who figured out how to, like, power his car on, like, renewable, like, vegetable energy, and the government killed him.
What?
What?
My boss is, like, really into conspiracy theories. And it's
reminds
funny
me.
too.
Did you see that like Microsoft discovered like a new like state of matter or some shit?
What?
Yeah. Look it up. Like they discovered like a new state of matter.
Is it like a superfluid or whatnot, or like a flux?
Well, no. They're gonna use it for like not microchips, like computer chips and shit. I don't know. I was reading on it this morning a little bit.
Oh my god. Has Microsoft discovered a new state of matter that could revolutionize quantum computing?
Yeah, it's blindness soup.
It's the
blind
soup.
It's the soup that makes you blind. The new state of matter, terror.
Do you say terror?
Terror.
I want to turn blindness soup into like a gateway drug, injected into people
Hey, you want
with like a syringe.
that blind? You want that blinding soup?
I got some stew. In a pot.
We got the potatoes, the carrots, the arsenic.
It doesn't tell me what the state of matter is.
Beetroots.
I got the celery, the vegetables.
All of the normal stuff, and my secret ingredient. The thing that blinds
Semen.
you.
What? This fucking movement gained momentum in December when Google unveiled an experimental quantum computer. This computer performed a calculation in just 5 minutes, a feat unattainable by conventional supercomputers even in 10 septillion years.
Bullshit.
A period exceeding the age of the known universe.
You know what? Give me an algebra question. I can solve it in at least 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, who would win, Tanner or Microsoft Computer?
Well, I'm going with Tanner because it doesn't tell me what this new state of matter is.
Listen, Tanner is willing to put like a new state of matter in the blindness soup. I think Tanner wins.
Exactly.
Like, imagine computing at like
exactly. That
in
computer.
5 minutes per second.
5 minutes per second? Is that what you just said?
Every second, 5 minutes go by. Don't ask me how
That's
that
just
works.
The
dog years,
hyperbolic
isn't
time
it?
chamber from Dragon Ball.
Yes, Google walks out in their new, I was going to say state of play. That's not what I meant.
Yo,
to
the
say.
Google state of play.
The Google state of
This
play
is a
rolls
super
around,
Microsoft.
No, we have no silks on.
Right? But we do have the hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball Z.
One guy in the crowd no silk song.
He just really
I'm
can't get over
putting-
Yeah,
that
they're
song.
like, put the time chamber.
I'm putting the time chamber in the soup.
All right, is that your solid answer?
Now, how are you using the
No.
time chamber?
All right. You got to hear me out for this one, okay?
Yeah, no. we're
So
listening.
first, You're gonna order some tarantulas online, okay?
Okay.
And you're gonna get them fully grown. You're gonna pluck out their eyes, and you're gonna throw them in a jar, okay? You throw them in a jar with some pickle juice,
How
get
many
them
eyes
nice and
tarantulas
fermented,
have?
Like,
and you're gonna put it in a boiling pot of water those fermented spider eyes. Next, you're gonna take a carrot, okay?
This is Minecraft.
Now you're gonna
that might be the joke.
no. No.
Okay.
No, it's not. Let me finish.
Okay, we're gonna hear you out on this.
So
We're gonna pretend I didn't
dip
say
the
anything.
carrot.
Following along.
We're gonna dip the carrot in molten gold. We're gonna throw that in there too. And they're gonna drink it. They're gonna go, and they're gonna drink it, and they're gonna be blind.
Isn't there supposed to be a ingredient in that
Let me
potion?
close down my Minecraft wiki now.
There's just the two ingredients: is spider eyes and carrots.
Well, gold carrots.
Well,
Yeah, spider eyes,
Actually,
carrots,
gold
and
blind.
like Lipton soup.
Lipton soup. I had
Hold
a
on, I'm
bowl
gonna
the other
look
day.
that up.
Can what carrots? Or,
I love.
Eating cold blind you.
What do you love, Trey?
Carrots. I don't know. Like
I thought you were
I
going to say something
forgot what I
related
was gonna
to soup.
say.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Lipton soup related.
Oh, I love Lipton soup. I love like the like the one with like the little mini noodles. You boil
the
it. It's
cup
like a chicken
noodles.
noodle soup. The chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I love drinking those, or not drinking those, eating those in like one of those big mugs.
Yeah, my mom does it all the time.
Fellas, I think
Listen,
we're
it's
getting a
peak. You don't need it in a
off
bowl.
track.
We're talking about soup. This is completely on track.
What do you
Well,
want to put
no,
in
listen,
soup
we're
that blinds you for a day?
Yeah, what are you putting in the blindness soup?
Okay. So this is technically unfair because I've had a week to think about it. Well, technically you've had a week too, but I bet you forgot.
I've had about an hour.
Yeah, you had about till like you had from like 3:30 when I remembered to tell you.
I spent like a night.
I was
trying
in the
to
middle of
figure
D&D
out
prep.
What to blind people with in the blinding soup. Came up with nothing. Decided fuck it, weed. I'll just gaslight you. I'll just gaslight you into not having eyes.
You gaslight, gatekeep, Tanner.
So my ingredient I'm gonna put in the soup because like my brain is assuming this is a big neighborhood event. Somebody's got like a comically large vat of soup. I walk up to the guy who's got like a 6 foot, 12 foot like soup ladle. I don't know why I said both measurements.
King Batch is there.
And I'm gonna hand him a pile of Terex. And what Terex are, because Terex are my own creation. Okay, so carrots have seeds, right?
Well, hold on. Your own creation.
My own creation. This is
Are
my
you
own like.
home brewing
Wait,
the soup?
by
What is
that
this?
logic, can I not just walk up to the witch making the comic?
Why is it a witch?
I don't know. Big cauldron.
Walk up to the
big
cauldron
soup
and spike
cauldron.
the soup.
Can I not walk up to the person like stirring the pot and be like, this is my own creation, the blinding ingredient.
Well, no, it's rooted in science. I've come up with a logical explanation for these. Okay.
Okay.
So.
I want to hear this out. I want to hear out this logical explanation you have in mind.
Okay.
Because just like coming out here saying, I have the ingredient you seek, and then throwing it in is not good enough right now.
Well, I haven't explained what Terex are yet. Okay.
I couldn't tell if you said tariffs or tariffs. Like, I'm trying to comprehend
Yeah, we're
here
going
what you're trying to
we're-
say to me. Is this like an alien species you found in like Portland? Like
25% tax on anyone who drinks the soup.
No, so Tarek is spelled Tarroc.
Okay.
Has any of you figured out what that word spells the other direction around? No, it
I
doesn't.
swear to
because I've
God, if
spelled
you
it
say
wrong.
carrots, I'm
It's
gonna kill
carrot,
you.
but I've spelled it wrong.
Okay, so you have a bunch of carrots.
No, they're Tarroc.
Now, you dip them in gold?
Thorax is what they are.
Okay, so you have Torix.
So, I'm assuming carrots have seeds. I don't actually remember if carrots have seeds.
Aren't they root vegetables?
This
They
may be
have
a
roots.
Maybe this entire idea goes down the shitter right now, but I'm assuming carrot seeds existed when I thought of this.
Do carrots have seeds? We're gonna find out right now. Yes, they have seeds, but they don't usually produce seeds until after 2 years of growth. Okay, you've been waiting 2 years for
Okay,
this.
I've got
2
the
years
gun
to
out on
blind
this.
a whole barbecue of people.
Like 2 years ago, you realized it's your mission to make the soup that makes you blind.
I was part of the neighborhood planning committee, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're doing a group soup.
Yeah, the neighborhood watch
in 2 years from
oversees the soup.
conveniently around the same time that my carrots are grown, we're gonna make a giant neighborhood soup.
So how my carrots? Because when you plant carrots or whatnot, or not when you plant, but when you have seeds or whatnot, if sometimes you have to get them to germinate early, right? So what you do is usually you take the seeds, you put them in some wet paper towel that you've dabbed with water, and then you wrap it up, and then you leave it sit, and then the roots will start to grow out of the seed, and that's when you transplant it into a pot, or the ground in this case.
Yeah.
This is all normal science, okay? Right? Here's where my Torak idea comes in, okay?
Okay.
So instead of dabbing the paper towel with water, I dab it with the stuff they use to dilate your eyes. Okay? So that the seed infuses the eye drops that usually make you your eyes super sensitive, or I've had it before where I just can't see when I get my eyes eye drops in my eyes. Okay? So now instead of water, these seeds have now absorbed and germinated with this eye drop stuff, okay? And my thought process is this will, as the carrots grow, instead of because carrots make your eyes better, because I've grown them in using this eye drop stuff, the carrots will make your eyes worse. But it'll be prolonged, so my carrots germinate in eye drops, and I plant them, 2 years pass, because I guess that's how long it takes to grow carrots. I've been behind the scenes making sure the group soup happens.
Yeah, you've been pulling this whole time.
I've been pulling the strings, and my Toraks are ready, right? And I walk up to the soup witch, okay? And I give her, they look like normal carrots. They're completely normal carrots as far as anyone is concerned.
So you're how many places in line are you for adding an ingredient?
Well, I imagine it doesn't really matter because everybody gets an ingredient.
So you're the sixth.
Yeah, sure, I'm the sixth person.
You come up and the soup witch goes, "Oh no, we have enough carrots."
I didn't think about that.
The first two people, and then the guy literally right in front of you.
No, because I've been on the HOA or whatever we established.
Yeah, she goes, "Put the carrots in the soup. It must be complete."
Homeowners Association.
Because I'm on the council, I make sure everybody has to send in what they're bringing.
Yeah.
Right. And I've got my name first in the ballot for carrots. Okay? Nobody else can bring carrots because I was the first one on the ingredient sign up sheet.
Okay.
Right.
So you went to the PTA meeting at the school, and you said, "I'll bring the carrots to the potluck." Got it.
Yeah, I've homegrown garden fresh carrots that I've been growing painstakingly for the past 2 years. Okay.
To make things.
Who's trusting this
better?
this guy in the neighborhood to just put some creation into this soup for public people? Who just looks at this and goes, "Ah, yeah, that's normal."
This is where the conspiracy goes back longer. Okay. Because before you've made your carrots that make you go blind. You've been producing real carrots for, we'll say, another couple years.
So I've got a 2 garden setup. The Toraks and the carrots.
Yeah, exactly. You've been growing
so you got
carrots.
A greenhouse, got it?
Yeah.
You've been growing carrots, to grow trust. Mm-hmm. And now that you have that trust, now that you're in
so I've made sometime around in between these 2 years, I've hey, here's a fresh carrot pie or whatnot.
Yeah, you're
carrot pie a thing.
There's carrot cake.
Carrot cake.
Yeah, you've given them carrot cake. You've given them, what's up?
Yeah, your house is orange. You've got carrot-themed items strewn about your house. Everybody just thinks you're just some humble carrot farmer who just stoles away to his backyard.
Your whole neighborhood knows you as Carrot Man.
I don't like that name, but okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, that's the collective nickname they've come up for you. They say you're the Carrot Man.
Yeah, it's the best.
And this stew needs carrots, and you said, "I got you." So you came to the soup kitchen, wherever this is happening, the potluck, the backyard, and you walk up to the witch who's brewing the stew, and she goes, "Put carrots in, Carrot Man."
I like the idea they just let witches work in soup kitchens. Nowhere else to go.
It's our trade.
It's like I'm like an HR manager, and I'm like, we can only hire witches. Like everyone else, we can't do because we can't trust them. We need the witches.
Who do you see stirring the big cauldrons?
Witches.
Obviously. It's always the witches.
It's always witches.
This is why they're stirring the soup.
Yeah. My husband's a warlock.
So I've made sure that I get the carrots in. I'm now known as the Carrot Man.
Yeah.
It was Carrot Man. And I'm
Carrot Man.
Maybe I'm sixth in line, but I'm the one who brought carrots. Okay.
Okay, you've made sure to.
I've made sure my thorax are ready to go. Okay. I give him the soup witch, and she puts him in the soup. Okay. I don't have any soup. Okay.
Okay.
So because my thorax were grown in eye droplets, and so the people drink the soup, and they're like, "Oh, what a lovely soup! You drink soup, right? You don't eat soup."
Well, I mean, there's like chunks of stuff in.
Right,
soup.
you have to eat the
Oh,
thorax.
we're not getting into this argument.
Well, you said stew earlier, so that's what threw me off too.
Well, stew, soup, I mean, they can accomplish the same things.
Yeah, that's true. They both have the same end goal. But anyways, so
Yeah.
people drink their soup. Oh, what a lovely soup! This was a great idea. I love the group soup. Phenomenal. And they wake up the next morning, and their eyes are fucking dilated to all hell. They've got like a hazy fog because my lovely thorax are grown in eye drops, and their eyes just can't take it because they're the inverse of making your eyes better. So I've blinded everyone in the neighborhood. They've got like cataracts or whatnot. They can't see. There's like a hazy fog. It's technically blindness, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
You can't see.
I mean, yeah.
You can see like light or whatnot and maybe colors, but like a form of blindness. And there we go. I've blinded the entire neighborhood.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting here with my one guy, like, yeah, just don't touch your face.
Oh God! If we're like all combining to the same soup, you've made everyone high as shit already. So right, you target this one guy who's like you're blindfolding him, and then he goes home thinking he's blind, sobers up, I guess, and then wakes up the next morning and still can't see because my beautiful thorax have done their job.
It's like.
Meanwhile, I'm just like blinding people in a Minecraft realm over here, just handing out potions that are just renamed in an anvil.
Yeah, you're bootlegging the soup, okay? You've gone into like the back of the soup or whatever, and you've made your brew, and you're like out back selling it to the homeless people who don't want to come in.
Yeah. I casted blindness, deafness on the soup too, just to like add insult to like injury.
Would that ruin the taste though?
Well, no, they're just blind and deaf. They would heighten the taste because it heightens their tongue senses.
It heightens the soup senses or the people senses?
No,
I think
not the soup
senses.
senses, like the taste.
Oh,
The taste. So like they can taste the soup better.
Oh.
Yeah, and they go. This soup is the best thing I've ever had. Like I love you, and they all start kissing my feet like royalty, like I'm a king on a throne, handing
You
out
are
this
the king
soup.
of soup.
And while they're blind and deaf, they're just we need more soup.
Wouldn't
And I
they
say
flame the soup?
yes, you may. And I hand them another bottle of the soup.
This is where the power of gaslighting comes in. Give them an enemy to blame. Don't blame the soup.
Oh yes, let's blame big crackers. It's the crackers in the soup that caused the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the saltine crackers.
Yeah.
So they start like causing riots at like Orville and shit. Like they start like tearing down whole factories.
Wait,
like,
Orville,
like master
like the place
builders,
or
but
the
like the
brand?
opposite. It's like if you played the Lego movie backwards, and that's what's happening to the factories. Like
When you said Orville, do you mean the place or the brand?
like brand. I'm pretty sure Orville like has like saltine crackers now. Like
Does Orville
I
brand
could have
Bunker?
sworn
When,
so.
when did this happen?
I don't remember Orville.
Like,
brand
I
Bunker.
don't know. Yeah. Look up Orville saltine crackers.
Orville.
Like, I'm pretty sure that is the brand. I'm like 90% sure. 10% in case I'm wrong.
Well,
You know, add a little leeway there.
well, you guys are crackers. You know what the soup story kind of reminds me of?
What's
I
that?
don't know why it
What's
reminds me
that?
of this, but there's this story I heard a little while back. I have to look it up to see if it's like real or not. But it's like this general guy who's like fighting a war, right? And he sends some of his like shit, like horrible at fighting, like rookie men to like set up this outpost with all of this like beer and stuff, right? And then they get attacked by the opposition, and the opponents are like, "Oh, we killed all the guys. Let's party and drink their beer." And they were so drunk when the general showed up with his good men that they could not fight.
I think I've heard that story, actually.
That's actually what we're doing here with the blindness deafness soup. Is we're just trying to like root out all the evil because we're part of Neighborhood Watch. That's why, you know. All like the neighborhood bullies.
Yeah, all of the neighborhood will drink the blinding soup, and those who react negatively to the blinding soup will be eliminated.
Yeah.
I can't.
No, the soup doesn't have to kill them. We said the
Redenbacher-
soup shouldn't kill them. That doesn't mean we don't kill them.
Yeah, no, we can kill them afterwards. That's fine. I don't see Orville Redenbacher crackers.
Are you sure?
Dude, I'm on the Orville Redenbacher website.
Oh shit, that's the popcorn brand.
Like I knew that, but like I thought they had crackers. You Google Orville Redenbacher
I was like, I just remember
recipes.
seeing a red box in like my cabinet.
That's
like,
the
when you
premium
mentioned
plus.
the crackers.
That's
Yeah,
what
premium
I get.
plus. Yeah, that's. Is there like a light edition of premium plus for like the crackers where you get like smaller ones and it's like fewer, you know? It's like a free trial in a video game. You
You get the cracker
pick 'em up,
demo?
like, free samples. Yeah, the cracker demo.
I mean, like there's the 2-for-1s you get at like restaurants or whatnot.
Like when you
If you
order
put
the
like
soup.
little slices of cheddar cheese over top of the crackers, that like modded crackers, like.
What was the first half of that sentence?
Did you?
I was no. Like if you put like a slice of cheddar cheese over the cracker, is it like a modded cracker at that point? Because you have like the trial cracker, the premium plus, and now the modded.
Well, I mean, whenever you get like adjustments to your meal, they sometimes call them like modifications.
Yo, we out here hitting with the cracker mod tutorial.
I like the hiccup in the middle of that.
The mod tutorial.
You have to install.
This
like,
is the
Thunderloft or
spreading
whatever.
butter over your cracker mod. All you do is take this butter knife and this softened butter, and you spread it over the cracker.
All right, so now that
Then
you
you're
have
done.
Hero Forge installed on your PC, you're gonna want to take your Ritz.
What is your guys' favorite cracker? Do you guys have like a favorite cracker brand?
Favorite cracker brand?
Should I stop saying cracker with a hard R? I feel like I'm saying cracker too aggressively.
With the hard R, it's a food. You can't offend food.
Well, sure you can.
No, you can't.
Well, I mean, like, if I walk up to a live goose and be like, fuck you, I'm offending somebody's dinner later on, assuming they're having goose for dinner.
I don't think the goose itself is going to be offended.
Well, probably. Well, maybe. I don't know. I could, like, kick their child.
Yeah, fuck these sweet tarts. I hate sweet tarts.
Where did that come from?
Sorry, I'm gonna make an apology post on my Twitter, on my X. Dear sweet tarts, I'm sorry. I love your food. I was just angry at the world.
I don't like it called
I was-
X, but, like, whenever somebody said, you said, like, I'm going to make an apology on my ex, I can just imagine, like, you rock up to this house and it's your ex-girlfriend, you're like, I need to make an apology post, and you, like, write it on the small of her back and just, like, hold her vertically or horizontally in midair. It's like, this is my apology post on my ex.
I was saying, you go to your ex's house, she opens
Can, like-
the door, she's like, Brandon, what the fuck are you doing here? And you're like, I just like...
Why is my name Brandon?
Because it is in this scenario now.
Okay.
But, you know, Brandon's all like, I just want to apologize for what I said about sweet tarts. And then just walk off.
Oh, so if I'm apologizing on my ex, I just have to apologize to just her and it's fine?
Yeah, it
Okay.
could be about anything, though. You'd be like,
Can, like-
yeah, on October 4th I killed a man. She'd be like, what?
Buried him in the river. Can like our next like topic for like the next episode just be what is like what would be like your apology meta?
Oh, yes!
The apology meta.
Like how would you make like an apology, like a public apology? Well, what is the meta you're choosing and why? And you like describe it like
Yeah, that absolutely can be the next one. We should not talk
I'm
about
gonna pull
this
out like
at
a
all
little
right
ukulele.
Well, there's somebody who made there was that one chick who made a song.
Yeah, the toxic.
Yeah, it was
gossip
Colleen
train.
Ballinger. I think that's what her name was. The one
Yeah,
was like
Ballinger.
toxic gossip train.
I've never actually heard the song.
I'm not
just
a
know
predator.
Is that her thing? She was a predator?
A lot of their things.
Yeah, she was basically grooming like a bunch of fans, from what I understand, and she made this like apology video where she's just singing about how she did no wrong and that she was sorry. Like I don't know. Like it was very contradictory.
I kid you not. The way the video starts, she's like sitting there and she goes, "My lawyer has advised me that I can't talk about any of what I want to talk about."
Okay.
Then she picks up a
So I'm
ukulele.
gonna-
So I
and
made a
goes,
song about
Yeah,
it.
then she goes,
Yeah.
but he didn't say anything about singing it. It's like, no.
You've still covered the bases, girl. You've gone over it.
Yeah, where's like the Net Nobody apology song? Like, where's the Sky Does Minecraft apology song where he just comes
Did
out
he
and he's
do
like,
anything
"I'm sorry
wrong?
for harassing like my
Abused his
family."
wife and child.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, like severely.
Like,
So
really
back to the
badly.
soup.
Oh, God. back to the soup.
Yeah, Sky does soup. Anyways, I'm putting him in the soup, so he like bludgeons you, and
You're putting Sky Does
like,
Minecraft?
it knocks out your. Yeah, like you boil him in the soup, and he comes out and he like bludgeons you.
He's like, oh god, and you put butter in there, and he just dives right in.
You
He
put
goes, "I
butter-
love the butter."
You put butter in. Oh, right, because gold was his. Or whatever.
Yeah, and then you tell
Yeah.
him everybody at the cookout is like a squid, and then he goes out and just starts viciously attacking like everybody. Like all he sees is squid. He's just,
The soup kraken emerges. I like the idea that like all three of us are at different soup like locations because it's like you're at the soup kitchen, I'm at the group soup, and
It's a coordinated assault.
Yeah,
I'm sitting in some basement with like a bunch of people who are now blindfolded and high.
that just sounds like cult activity.
I'm just sitting there like, praise
Oh my
be to the
God.
soup kraken.
I've gone to like a
Praise be
campsite
soup.
where they've got like public schools or whatnot, like you know like where you go on like a grade 8 grad trip. I'm like a camp counselor or whatnot, and we're having soup in the mess
Go to like
hall.
Tamarack or some shit. Like just.
What is the Tamarack? What?
Well, that's where I went for my grade 8 grad trip.
Oh.
Was some place called Camp Tamarack.
Where's
I was
that?
like, so you just go there, just start making the blindness soup. I don't know.
I
I
thought you
just
were,
was
like,
put on a
listing
bus
off
and we were
some,
gone
like-
for 3 days.
I thought you were listing off some fantasy like Middle Earth types.
Yeah, Tamarack. I swear,
The
sounds
We
like
must-
ancient realm of Tamarack.
So we must go to Tamriel.
Isn't Tamriel a woman? No, that's a Skyrim.
No, Tamriel's a place in Skyrim.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking of Tariel from The Hobbit.
Oh, I was thinking of Toriel. from
We must
Hotel.
go to Tariel.
Yeah, we've got. You're
I'm
going
doing
to a
the
land and
genocide
we're
route with a-
making
with a
soup
bowl of
inside
soup.
women. That's not a good sentence.
We're making women into soup. Where we're
That's
throwing them
better.
in the pot, we're chopping them up, make them in the soup. That's how we get them blind, because they're dead. They can't see anymore.
We're not supposed to kill them till after they've been blinded.
Well, that's
but-
if they aren't the ingredients.
All right.
Clearly, they're the ingredients.
No, we
So-
said the soup can't kill them. We never
Yeah.
said that we couldn't kill them.
If we have to kill them to make them the ingredient, that's fine because their death will cause somebody else's blindness.
Let's change the parameters
Exactly.
a bit.
Okay.
Instead of blinding
Some
somebody,
of
how
you
would you
may
kill somebody
die.
with soup?
But it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Did you catch that, Trey? Tanner's parameter change?
We are now trying to kill somebody with soup.
Alright, so I'm putting cyanide, molly, bath salts, any like hardcore drug you can think of in the soup. I'm crushing up Tylenol. I'm putting like actual like cocaine, whole
He's turning
bricks
it
of
into
it,
the
like
lean
you would
soup.
put flour in a mixture.
Bro, he's
like
gonna have
I'm
lean
talking.
soup.
No, like that shit's not even gonna be a soup anymore. It's gonna be like a dough, and I'm gonna bake it into a pizza.
Oh,
And then I'm gonna
pizza
just give it out at like a barbecue or like some sort of family cookout, and just
Why
watch
would you
like them
target your
drop like
family?
flies. Well, no, not my family per se.
Oh, just somebody else's
Just
family
a
cookout.
family cookout.
You know, like you're like +1, and you're like, I brought pizza, and everybody goes, yeah, so, yeah, and they like start eating the pizza, and then next thing you know, they're
like,
going,
this pizza really tastes like soup.
I like the idea. This is
It's
Trey's like
called,
halftime
pizza.
Super Bowl commercial.
My Super Bowl commercial.
Try my pizza. It tastes like soup.
That's
And
terrible.
will kill you.
Did you see that that Pizza in Canada is doing this like 25% off it's a 25% off deal, and it's called like the tariff pizza or something, and they made like a whole commercial. Look that shit up. I saw a video this morning on my Instagram feed, and it was like a full commercial, and it was like, the tariffs are coming, but our prices are getting lower. 25% off any pizza you want. Like,
Reverse tariff pizza.
yeah, reverse tariff pizza.
I thought that said pizza's reverse tariff. I thought it said pizza's revenge.
Yeah,
need to
Pizza
fight back
Pizza
against
himself
these
goes straight
tariffs.
to the White House.
John Pizza is going to personally raid the White House.
Yeah, it's 25% off all regular pizzas.
It's
Starting,
like a John Wick kind of thing.
starting on the 18th. Yeah, we could get tariff pizza if we wanted.
That'd be cool. It's Pizza.
Are we getting? What was that thing? What was that like anime that we were gonna watch? You said that you wanted to invite me over to like watch. We'll get a pizza.
Neon Joe's Bizarre Adventure.
No, it was Neon Neko Sugar Girls.
Oh
or
my
whatever it's
god, yeah,
called.
Neon Neko Sugar Girls?
Yeah, that's the one. We were gonna have pizza. We'll get the tariff pizza.
Yeah, we'll get the tariff pizza. The reverse tariff
Why
pizza. We'll sit
are
down
we
and
getting
watch that like
subpar
MS
pizza to
Paint
watch?
abomination on YouTube.
But yeah, Tanner's got a point there. Why would we get shitty pizza to watch the peakest of peak anime?
You're right. We're getting Little Caesars with stuffed crust.
Okay.
I was about to go into
now we're listening.
what is everybody's like peak pizza, because I feel like we're gonna argue on this one.
I mean, stuffed crust is definitely in there.
See, that's where my opinion draws back, because I don't like super stringy cheese. I'm not like a stuffed crust guy.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, no, I don't like if the cheese is like really stringy, I hate it.
Bro did not eat cheese strings growing up.
I did though, but they're cold and they're not like weird and fucking. Ugh.
Okay,
You ever had a
do you know what like
mozzarella
actually
stick?
like would make me gag like throughout like my whole school life was seeing people take honking bites out of cheese strings instead of stringing them. Like I hated that shit. It repulsed me. like anytime I saw my friend doing it all the time beside me, he would just start taking full bites out of it. Now to be fair, I can't really say anything on this because in like at the end of middle school around like grade 7 or 8, I started peeling like my hot dogs that like my mom would send me.
What?
Like raw hot dogs. I would peel them, eat the skin, and then just eat whatever was left.
What?
I shit you not, I would do that. I would sit there and peel it. I'd peel like piece by piece, trying to get as much of like just the skin of the hot dog as possible. I put it in a little pile, I would eat it, and then I would just eat like the remains of the hot dog, like the husk within, like the marrow. It was like a banana, you know, like you peel the banana. Except I don't eat banana peels, but I eat the hot dog peel.
That's
and like I have
disgusting.
3 hot dogs laid out, just completely nude hot dogs sitting on my table, and a whole pile of just hot dog skin. I was the fucking psychopath with that shit.
You
And,
judge
like,
people for
I
eating
just
cheese
take them by the
in a
hand.
semi-nominal way, yet you're like Hannibal Lectering a hot dog.
I savor the skin.
The skin.
skin
It's like
of this hot
Goldmember,
dog.
like peeling like a little skin off of his neck and just going, put it in the box, put it in the box, it's your keeper. Like,
See, my peak pizza.
I did that until about grade 10.
Till grade 10.
Yeah, and then somebody like said that it was weird, and I was like, oh. So I just stopped doing it.
So if you were peer pressured into not doing it, would you still do it?
Oh, absolutely. I'd still be doing it today.
Well, I mean,
instead of like
nothing's
just
stopping
like,
you
making
from
3
going
hot
back
dogs
to
and a
it.
bun with mustard.
What's your favorite? Is it a specific mustard?
I like the Heinz mustard the most.
Okay.
I find it's like what I hate is like the other mustard brands will like get super liquidy on the inside, so you just turn it upside down, you squirt, and it'd be a bunch of like mustard water.
Yeah,
that
that's
shit I
gross.
hate that.
Well, that's why you shake the
I will
bottle.
physically dry my hot dog after I put like mustard water on it.
That's extreme, but I don't blame you.
I don't know. I'm like a super picky like person when it comes to like
Can't
stuff on
have
my
the
food.
mustard water. It's just I can't eat it.
I just can't mustard water.
What would you rather drink? Napkin water or mustard water?
Or is this like a used napkin you've like strung out, or is this a napkin you've turned into
Are you
water?
dissolving the napkin in
Well, like a
water?
napkin that you've used to like wipe up like spills on like a table at a fast food restaurant, or like just pure like concentrated mustard water. But like we'll add a little bit just to make it a little bit more. We put a little bit of like ketchup water in there too.
So
Just
I'd
to make
rather
it
go
that
for
much
just
more
the
vile.
straight mustard water personally, because I've done it before. I've had the mustard jizz on my hot dog, and I've been like, yeah, I'll just
Mustard
fucking eat it. I
jizz.
don't
Yeah,
care.
the mustard pre-cum is on the,
Yeah,
is on
yeah.
the hot dog, and so what's your go-to pizza then?
Yeah, so I have I've told Tanner this before, and this is I'll be eternally sad over it because I don't remember if I updated you. So there was this pizza place on Garden Street in Whitby. It was called Twice the Deal Pizza. Okay, and Dad brought it home one night. Best pizza I've ever had. It was just like a normal like meat lovers pizza. Like super, like it was really big for like how large as it was. They had amazing dip, whatever. So that like Twice the Deal Pizza, what was absolutely is still the peakest of pizzas. But I have a story related to it. So the one day, a couple weeks later, Dad was like, "Hey, let's have pizza for dinner. You're done work." This is when I used to work with him. Why don't you go over to like Twice the Deal, get us pizza, yada yada. I'll pay for it, whatever. I don't actually remember if he paid for it, whatever. Doesn't matter. I go in
Just
there,
didn't.
right? I rock
I was
up.
joking.
I still got the pizza, so I don't care. It is the biggest of pizzas. So I go in there, right? And I walk in the joint,
Yeah.
and I look at the menu boards, and they're completely blank. And I'm like, okay, this is interesting off that because he had a two for deal, right? So I was like, okay, and he's got like little pamphlets or whatnot. And I'm like, oh, I'll take a pamphlet just so I know like what to get on the pizza or whatever. And I look up, and I kid you not, the man who made these pizza and owned this business looked like the equivalent to a living zombie. He had he was an old dude that had some like horrible skin medical condition where he was like,
Oh my god.
had like his skin was like colored and like almost everywhere.
It was like this olive gray.
Yeah, it was.
It's like. Ugh.
It was like some of it was gray, some of
I
it
didn't know
was
they had like
brown.
Vecna making pizzas like.
And that's a comparable to what the guy looked like because he was bald, he was old, he had Vecna. Maybe I got pizza from Vecna.
He started like he started making pizza from like the Book of like Darkness or whatever the hell it's called, and he just starts like like you see like skeletons in the back going push need the dough.
But like I looked up at this zombie man and because I'm like I don't want to be rude. Like a split second in my head, it's like don't be rude, don't react. I nearly staggered back out the door when I actually clocked him because I was like, oh my god, like not to like be mean against the guy, but he was scary looking. Like he legitimately frightened me. So, but and I'm thinking to myself, a fucking warning would have been nice. Dad's like, hey, go to the zombie man and get pizza. That would have been nice to know. I wander into the Village of Darkness requesting pizza.
You pass through the domains of dread. All for this fucking pizza because it's so good.
Well, that's the thing. I like that man.
Bro got transported to Barovia just for pizza. Like
That's why I
You were
remember
in
him
the
so
middle
clearly
getting
because he made
pizza.
the best pizza. And I'm so sad because I went there one day and he's like, oh, I had to close up, had to go to the doctors or whatnot, and the place closed down. So I'm genuinely convinced he died, and I'm sad.
there was this place, there still is. There's this place down the street from my work called Krusty's Pizza.
That's not a good
And
name.
I know the name, don't judge a book by its cover. So I went in there and I was like, you know what? All my coworkers say this is like the best pizza place in like Fenland Falls. So I was like, okay, I got to check this out. So
But you're
I go
originally from Fenland
into the
Falls?
pizza. Yeah, no, my work is like the Sobeys in the Fenland Falls.
Oh,
So it's literally right around the corner. I'll walk there in the summer times and I'll get like a couple of slices. Some days I'll just get like a full pizza if I get paid a lot.
Fair.
But I went there for the first time. I was like, you know, I gotta see this. I like see like what this place is all about. Yeah, I was in the mindset of like it can't be that good. No,
Yeah.
I was wrong. So I get in there and I think it was like $11, like $11.99 walk-in for like a large pizza, and that's like
That's pretty good.
I think 8-10 slices around that.
Yeah, it's
but they're
usually-
good sized pizza. Like they are like huge. So I was like, okay, I'll just get like these toppings on it. And they're like, oh, we haven't seen you around before. Like, are you like new? I said, yeah, I want to give this place a try. I heard good things from my coworkers. And they loaded up my pizza and everything. They threw it in this oven. I saw it like slowly kind of going down a conveyor because they have one of those ovens
Oh,
where it just
okay,
kind of
that's
cooks
cool.
it. Yeah, which it was nice to see because you have an idea of when it's going to be done
Yeah.
because you're just watching it go through, and it's entertainment because they don't have a place to sit or anything because it's more like, oh, you walk in, get the fuck out. So
That's
I'm waiting
most
for this
places in
pizza.
Fenland Falls. I
And
found.
like the people there are super humble too. Like they're super nice, and like I'm sitting there like chatting them all up and talking about like work and stuff with them. And I get this pizza. Oh my god, it looked beautiful. I was like, okay, this has to be promising. That this is gonna be good. So I get to my work's break room and I sit down, and like a couple of my coworkers instantly like cock their head over. They like see like the signature like white pizza box of Krusties, and I open it up, and before I even opened it, like my one coworker goes, "You good Krusties?" I was like, "Yeah, you want a slice?" So I gave him a slice. I tried just one bite. Oh, it was beautiful. Got to be the best pizza I've ever had in my life. And it's even more affordable than like any other pizza place I would have gone to. Like I'm pretty sure there's like a Pizza Hut or something like in town.
Yeah.
And there's also like a pizza as well. I order sometimes from the Little Caesars in Lindsay because they're the only pizza place other than Domino's that delivers to us. So I like every day in the summer, I would put like $5 aside so I could get like 2 slices.
Okay.
'Cause, like that's $5. I mean, I still like make like that money within an hour anyway.
Yeah.
So it's fine. And like it's so good. Like even just buy the slice, because like if they don't have any slices, what they'll do is like they'll just make like a whole pizza,
And then
and
just
you
cut it
just
up.
watch like it come out fresh, and you're like, oh, it's beautiful.
That place he's talking about is just down the street from Texas Burger.
Oh, okay.
You remember that place where
I've
we got
tried
copious
Texas Burger.
amounts
I
of
like that
fries?
place
I
too.
do remember that place. Yeah.
Sorry, what was that, Trey?
I was just saying I really like Texas Burger too.
Yeah,
if
Texas
it was like a
Burger's good.
little bit like if it was just a little bit more affordable, I'd go there every day for like their like fries and stuff. But I'd rather go for pizza because I fucking love pizza.
Well,
Eat it any day of the week.
Speaking of their fries, the one I don't know if you've been camping since, but I think it was like 2022 or whatnot. Tanner and I went out there camping with a bunch of buddies of his, and we went to Texas Burger. I think we'd been there before. I think the year prior, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. So we go into
Yeah.
Texas
Yes.
Burger, and a bunch of us. There were I don't know what were there 5 of us? Yeah, there were 5 of us.
Like 4 or 5.
Yeah, because it was you, me, Tori, Ethan, and her what's his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Adam. That was his name. Yeah. We go in there, and I think like all of us like got like a poutine on the side or whatnot instead of like normal fries. But like they miscounted by like 1 or 2, and they gave us like 1 or 2 extra poutines. So like
Oh my
the
god.
table was just covered in poutine as far as the eye could see.
From literally from one end to the other.
To
of
one end to the
table.
other. I'll find the picture later, but it is literally like to the window, to the edge of the table, just covered in containers of poutine.
Yeah.
It's good poutine.
I don't even remember it, to be honest with you.
Poutine is good.
Poutine is good.
I'm really picky about poutine. I can't do like poutine that has like cheese curds in it.
What?
It's
That's
got to be
like-
like shredded cheese.
That's crazy.
It's got to be shredded.
I'm the exact opposite.
Grated cheese over the top, grated mozzarella, love it. But like
mozzarella's
if it's like
fine.
cheese curds in there, it has to be cooked to a point, or like the cheese curds have to be melted to a point where they're stringy.
Well,
I
of
can't do like
course.
the rubbery sensation of them.
See, I am a massive slut for cheese curds, so like I am total opposite. You can ask Tanner. There's one time we went out to like Camelford, and I got like 2 like big ass bags of cheese curd. I think I was like continuously eating them for most of the rest of our trip.
I'm pretty sure you had one of those bags finished by the time we got back.
Was it? I think I had half that bag done before we even left Campbellford.
Yeah, something like that.
Because
you like.
Do you know what I
cheese
love
curds?
bringing to like camping trips?
What?
Cheese balls.
balls, like the big, like
Like a
ham
big
cheese ball?
jar of just cheese balls.
Oh, that okay. See, when you said cheese ball, like my aunt makes this like concoction out of like flakes of ham and cheese, and it's called cheese ball. And you just it sits on a plate. It's like this fucking round thing of like cream cheese and meat, and you just like rock up with your crackers and just put a bunch on your plate. Or if you feel like being a naughty little bastard, you just like dip your cracker straight in the cheese ball and eat it from there. You just stand from the cheese ball.
That's a lot like at my family gatherings. We get like this big wheel of brie.
Okay.
We throw it in the oven and then we just cut it open. And my aunt always brings like these just chopped up like baguettes.
Okay.
And we just dip the baguette in like it's in like the melted brie. It's so good.
Awesome.
I've never heard of that.
Delicious.
It's like I swear it's like a French Canadian thing.
Oh
Like
man.
I don't know. Like my dad's side of the family is all like French Canadian, so
Okay.
maybe it's like that because like my dad's been saying they've been doing that for years. Like,
Okay.
They always done that. I just never tried it until like 4 years ago because I like started liking cheese a lot more by then.
Fair enough.
Like I used to be super picky about cheese. If it was on my sandwich, I wouldn't eat it and I'd feel bad. So like I used to get in shit because I would like put like my sandwiches in like the school garbage before they would like do boomerang lunch because it had cheese. And I don't know, for some reason my little like tiny ass brain couldn't pick off the cheese. I don't know.
I like when I was a really young kid, I used to just eat cheese sandwiches. It was just a slice of cheese on bread.
I used to do melted cheese sandwiches where I would just like throw it in a microwave for like 30 seconds with like one of those like black diamond cheese slices.
Yeah.
I bet learning grilled cheese sandwiches on like a pan just blew your mind.
No, because I don't like stringy cheese, remember? So for me, grilled cheese was the ultimate bastardization of my beautiful cheese sandwich.
The only person in the world who would probably enjoy Gordon Ramsay's grilled cheese.
Why? It is not like stringy
Have
enough?
you not seen Gordon Ramsay's grilled cheese?
No.
Okay, when we're done
It's really
this
like
episode,
weird.
when we're done this episode, I encourage you to just look up a video of Gordon Ramsay making grilled cheese. For a guy who has like more Michelin stars than somebody conceivably
Oh,
should
what's his name?
get.
Like Gino or whatnot?
Who? No, Gordon.
I thought you were saying he was making the guy who had conceivable.
No, I'm talking about
Inconceivable.
Gordon
Oh,
Ramsay
okay,
making
sorry.
grilled cheese for himself.
Oh, for himself.
I'm just saying, for a guy who can cook, he cannot make grilled cheese. Like, it is... He does not use sourdough bread.
Gordon Ramsay is going to be watching
sourdough
this
your
right
go-to?
now and he's
Well,
just going to
because
start like
sourdough-
cursing you out.
What about him cursing you out?
Have you
No,
met
I was just saying Gordon Ramsay's going to be watching this right now and like he's just going to be like, who does this kind of person think he is? Like, does he fancy himself a chef? Or this
like-
5-star restaurant? What do you have? A microwave.
But what? Yeah, why is your go-to sourdough bread?
Like, it's a good bread for grilled cheese.
Do you agree with that, Trey? Sourdough is a go-to for grilled cheese?
For me, it has to be like brown bread, honestly.
Brown bread?
I
Okay.
don't like brown bread, but for grilled cheese, it's oddly so good. My grandma on my dad's side makes grilled cheese with brown bread only. And I remember she first like handed it to me when I was like maybe 12, and I was like, oh, I don't like brown bread. She goes, just try it. So I was like, okay. I like took like a little nibble, and I was like,
World exploded.
and I just started scarfing it down. Yeah,
Trey, the
literally
next
just,
time you make grilled cheese, get yourself a loaf of sourdough.
just a whole loaf.
Yeah, a whole loaf of sourdough. And
You do one of those
I
sandwiches where you
don't-
use the whole loaf.
I don't want you to leave that kitchen until that entire loaf is used up. I want plates of grilled cheese getting out there, Trey.
I have snipers trained on your position. You are going to perish if you even
The
take one
guy who
foot
will
outside
force
that
feed you
kitchen.
the blinding soup if you don't make grilled cheese.
What is the worst?
Not
bread
just
for
any
grilled
blinding
cheese?
soup, the
What is
one
the
with all the
worst?
drugs you put in it.
Probably like one of those sweet breads.
See, I think the worst bread for grilled cheese would be rye bread.
Rye bread?
I think like
I
because
agree. I
it's
agree.
thin, it toasts way too fast. So if you were trying to grill it, it cook on you way too quick, and you can get the mixed ones.
I guess.
I feel like it'd throw the flavor palette just all over the place.
Do you think pumpernickel would be a good bread for grilled cheese?
I like pumpernickel. Like, my aunt makes spinach dip. I have opinions about spinach dip that I'm not going to get into right now. But like, she makes the spinach dip, and because she like hollows out the pumpernickel and just makes the spinach dip in the loaf, and it's just like, I take the pumpernickel that she's like cubed up, and I eat it straight out of the fucking loaf. I saw your reaction to my fucking spinach dip sentence.
Yeah, no, literally. I like spinach dip, but if I'm gonna go to like a dip to put like anything in, like dip anything in, have you tried the like hell of a good dip?
Yeah, good.
Like that French onion dip?
Yeah, that's
so good.
Interesting thing, but you know what? I'm not against it. So see, my thing about spinach dip is I hate hot spinach dip. If it's hot and has cheese in it, I don't like it.
That's like my favorite way to have.
So
I've only ever had it cold, so I don't have opinions on the hot.
Okay, yeah. So you've only ever had it cold. Hot spinach dip is terrible. Cold spinach dip minus the cheese, because I don't know why they put cheese in it. That's weird to me. Just normal spinach, cold spinach dip is to fucking die for.
Trey, you gotta have some hot spinach dip, my guy.
You don't.
You really do.
You don't.
You should.
You should
kill that guy,
angels
Trey.
on my shoulder, like try it. No,
We're the spinach dip angel and devil exclusively.
Yeah, but like in terms of killing that guy, we agree you should do it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I picture it the two Kronks from like Emperor's New Groove.
Oh yeah.
He's got like the two Kronks on his shoulder, and he's like, "Where's the other guy?" And he's like stuck in traffic.
I forgot about that.
Come on, I got places to be.
You have to try the spinach dip, Trey. It's so good.
You have to try the blinding spinach dip.
Yeah.
You have to try the spinach dip that makes you blind for a day.
Well, I mean, it could make you blind for war, but like that depends on how much spinach dip you eat.
You know, to be fair, like I do have to add on to Tanner's weed thing with the soup. Mm-hmm. As somebody who has like been unexpectedly like slipped like two 250 milligram edibles.
What?
I mean, you basically. So my cousin, he just goes, "Do you want like a sour peach?" And he hands it to me. I was like, "Okay." So I ate it, and he goes, "You want another one?" I was like, "Okay." Turns out they both had 250 milligrams in it.
Was he aware of this?
I shit you not. I remember barely anything from that night other than the fact I thought I was teleporting. Because like 1 second I would fall asleep and I'd wake up somewhere else. And every time I'd fall asleep I'd wake up somewhere new. I gotta say that is such a good answer with the blinding soup, because I felt like I was going like insane. I thought I was doing like instant transmission. I was ready to like power up. Like it's crazy what that shit will do to you in like high dosages. No, I had a good time. So just to stay out there, I did have a great time. But
yeah.
Holy shit, did it feel like weird?
I could imagine. Actually, I can't imagine. I've never been high.
You should do it once.
It's a strange sensation.
I accidentally ate a cookie made with weed butter once, but I only ate half of it because it was just a shitty cookie, and I didn't know.
Yeah.
You're sitting there like, this chocolate chip cookie tastes.
Well, it wasn't chocolate chip. It was just a normal fucking cookie. It was at the 2020 New Year's party.
What warrants a normal cookie for you? Because in my opinion, the most normal cookie you can get is chocolate chip.
Well, normal. I just meant it was like, it wasn't chocolate chip. It was like a regular, like non-added to cookie. It's just cookie.
Just a cookie.
Just a cookie made with weed butter that I think Adria made, and it was shitty. It was a really shitty cookie.
Okay. Your first problem was you accepted a cookie that didn't have chocolate chips in it.
Well, that's my first problem.
Yeah, that was your first, that's actually a crime.
It was just an unlabeled
having just a cookie without
table.
anything
I was
in
like,
it.
oh, cookie, hell yeah. And I ate half of it, and Allie was like, you realize that's an edible, right? Didn't till now. Or whatever. Is technically something made with weed butter technically an edible? I'd say so, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can still get you
it has
high.
weed in it.
Yeah.
So.
She was like, yeah, that's an edible. And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, didn't know that.
Weed butter is like the most common thing used in like baked edibles.
Yeah.
Not so much like gummies. I don't think. I'm pretty sure gummies uses like something else, but
I don't imagine you can make a gummy with butter correctly.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying like it's. I think that's just like only in stuff like brownies and cookies. I don't know. I like weed is like such like a rare thing for me to do, and it has to be an edible because like I value my lung capacity, and
why
I share my body. My body is a temple, and it is going to become a sanctuary if I'm going to do it.
That's why I do edibles too. I don't like smoke.
Yeah, smoke is crappy.
Like I've done it, but it's not like my cup of tea. My go-to would be edibles. Like if somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, hey, we're having this party. There's gonna be weed there." I don't care, but if there's edibles, I might try one because I do like a thing where I decide, am I gonna drink or am I gonna do this? Like, because I prefer to drink if I'm going to a party because I love getting like drunk at a party because that shit's just fun.
I've never
With
successfully
weed,
gotten
I feel like
drunk.
that's like something you just sit down and like have like a small get together or something rather than party with it.
You have like a mellow
It's not
session.
like like if it's something where it's like loud music and stuff, that shit would drive me insane if I was on weed. Like no thank you.
Yeah, because you're
How do we
stimulated
go from
out your
like
ass.
this to like soup from this? Like
It's just how it happened. This is exactly what I expected to happen. Didn't you say you had D&D at 7:30?
yeah, I postponed it till 8 because I was like, I saw the time and we were just having like good conversations. So I was like, I'm gonna postpone it till like 8 because it takes me like 5-10 minutes to set up. So I figure.
I say we can still go for like 10 minutes and then wrap up the episode. Nobody's come to kick us out of the room, so.
Yeah.
We-
Or I
some
can't wait
other
to see like
chick
somebody
outta here.
poke their head in and just be like, no. Sorry, my mind just like lagged. Like a
No, it's
video
okay.
game. Like my internet connection up here is just not good.
It's like you were gonna say something, so I waited for you to say something, and then I was just gonna
This is
Jeopardy theme plays or whatnot.
No, it's the elevator music. That's where that
Oh,
comes
sorry,
from.
the elevator music. I'll make sure to edit that into this specific section.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm doing the elevator music.
What elevator music is that?
It's my new elevator
Okay,
music.
I thought you were referencing like a song.
Yeah,
or
we're
something.
doing an acapella now. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like the. You ever see like those like really unique acapellas where they do shit with like kazoos and shit?
What? How is a kazoo technically a cappella?
Well, because they do it a cappella style, but the dude just uses a bunch of kazoos and he does like little like music and stuff.
Oh.
Like he did all like the popular songs from like Undertale, but with kazoo.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and they didn't sound bad either. Like I listened to them and I was like, this shit's actually kind of fire.
Maybe we need to get Toby Fox a kazoo. Maybe he can learn with this.
Maybe we need to get.
That's
Toby
it. That's
Fox
it.
on
The
the
next
show.
Pokemon game that Toby Fox works on is going to have
Pokemon?
kazoo.
Yeah, no, Toby.
Yeah,
Fox does
he did some of the
music for
sound
Pokemon.
font music for Sword and Shield.
What?
Since that time, he got Sans in Smash
He's
Bros.
he's been with Pokemon since then.
Pretty much, yeah. He did the music for he did some music for parts of Sword and Shield. He
Okay.
did music for Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, like he did the Battle Tower.
Huh. And the games are still shit, so...
Not because of Toby Fox.
Well, no, I'm not blaming Toby Fox. I'm just saying, hey, Pokemon's like, hey, we should get this, like, world-renowned video game composer. Game's still shit.
No, the games fell off when they stopped putting effort into like their teams.
Like
the last good team
gym
was Team
leaders or
Plasma.
whatnot?
No, like the enemy teams that you face throughout it that have like some sort of world domination plan.
I didn't mind
Like,
Team Skull. They were
Team,
they were fun.
Team Skull was just a bunch of like rappers. That's all they were.
They were
Yeah.
really.
And then Team Yell was just a bunch of simps.
That's
and then
what I
the
was
team
thinking
from
of. Fuck
like
Skull.
Scarlet
I
and
meant-
Violet
yeah,
was
I
just
meant
school
that one.
bullies. Like Team Plasma actually committed like acts of terrorism. Like they shot like icicles, giant icicles, using Kyurem as a fucking like weapon
Is that
at like this town and killed like civilians.
Is that where you rank your Pokemon games? Is how much terrorism is in each game? That's what makes your
Yeah,
list?
like Like Team Galactic, like they drained a whole lake just to find a mythical Pokemon. Like they ruined the environment. Hundreds of Magikarp died because of their excavation.
Why would
and
they
then they just
die?
wanted
Wouldn't
to
they be
recreate the
fine?
universe.
Well,
They're sitting there flopping, going gorp gorp.
Yeah, it's no different than when you like catch a Magikarp and throw it at your fucking opponent. It's still not in water.
Team Magma wanted to just get rid of the ocean. I'm just saying, fuck.
Was that really their plan? Was
we
just
don't
get
need
rid
to
of the
drink.
ocean?
Yep.
Basically, and then
the other-
same
the
thing
other
with
evil
Team Aqua. They wanted to flood the whole
make
world.
More ocean.
They wanted to flood everything.
I
Team
understand.
Rocket was just evil because they were poachers. Like they were just a bunch of like Pokemon traffickers and poachers. Like that shit's pretty evil. Like
I mean, my favorite episode is where James kicks the Mankey. So I mean, I don't disagree.
let's send those women back to where they belong.
Because I think the Pokemon series seriously lacks human on Pokemon violence, or at least the games do.
You know, I genuinely like. I have like a mixed opinion about Pokemon movies because there's some that I do like, and then there's some that I just fucking like. I can't with them. Like, listen. I'm gonna throw this out there. I've seen the original Mewtwo video or the movie like a bunch of times. I don't know. It just didn't click for me. It just felt like a Dragon Ball Z plot.
Have you seen?
And then they're like, "Oh, let's kill off Ash for like 2 seconds."
Have you seen the Pokemon movie where Mewtwo fights Genesect?
I have seen that one. That one's fucking crazy. That's some like shonen animation right there. I want to say my favorite movie, if I were to like go like and watch like it consistently, would probably be like something like Giratina and the Sky Warrior.
I
I don't know, that one felt good.
think it would be funny if we just got like out of nowhere Pokemon Rebirth just as a movie.
What is Rebirth?
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's this short-lived Pokemon manga where like there are people who could turn into like Pokemon people.
Oh, it's Animorphs.
It's like
They're Animorphs. Oh my
Pokemorphs.
god! Danny DeVito into a pug.
yeah, Danny DeVito turns into like Zekrom.
Why was Zekrom your go-to?
Oh, because that's what one of them turns into in Rebirth. Like
I've got the
main
rum
character.
Isn't it the
ham.
plot
I've got the
of
rum ham, Ash.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. That's literally the plot of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Yeah.
It's just
No,
human turns
I'm
into
talking,
Pokemon,
like-
has to find their way back to the real world.
I'm talking like these people turn into Pokemon human hybrid creatures.
Oh, they're hybrids.
And they like fight each other. It
So like when you
sounds
encounter
cool.
that little girl in Pokemon Platinum who's just wearing a Pikachu costume, you're like, oh, let's talk to this Pikachu, see what it has to say, and it's just like, I'm a woman, and you just like fucking like, is that what just happens? Like they just like, are they wearing like magical girl clothing or something?
No,
where it's like,
they're
"Oh, I'm
regular
Zekrom," or like some shit
people
like.
who turn into like Pokemon people hybrids. They literally, one of them, the main character, literally like becomes half Zekrom.
So is this like can they change there and back whenever they please?
Yeah, it's like they have this power called like burst power, and they're like
Burst power.
They're
Do they
all
like
things.
call
They're like,
upon the
"I'm gonna
moves like
burst."
anime attacks where they just like charge forward and he goes Volt Tackle?
I mean, fucking
and he
Ash
just like
does that
tackles
as
some
is.
dude.
I haven't read it. I just know the basic concept, and I think it would be funny if they did it again.
Yeah, forget like Gear 5 Luffy or any of that shit in like anime. I want
Pikachu.
Pokemorphs.
Peak. It's the word like
It's
the peak of a
literally
mountain.
in the name. It's in the name.
Yeah, it's in the name. We've got it. This is now our claim to fame. Fame is the Pokemon Rebirth anime. I want nothing to do with it. Good luck, you two.
Yeah, for real.
I'm in this in name only. I signed the sheet.
It's gonna be animated like that Microsoft Paint anime that we were talking about. That peak one.
Microsoft Paint anime.
Neon Neko Sugar Girls.
Oh no! See, Neon Neko Sugar Girls is amazing.
It's phenomenal. It's the best.
Yep, and guess where it's going? Guess where it's going? In the blindness soup.
It is. Yes, we're putting Neon Neko Sugar Girls in the soup. That's our new claim to fame. We should message
Is that the
person.
show that I see clips of on like those meme pages where it's like you're so kawaii desu and it's just the mouth flaps keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Anyway,
That's gonna be
I think we
peak.
should get wrapping up this episode.
Yeah, gamers, if you want to drink more soup, join us next time for when we discuss whatever the hell Trey said we were going to discuss. I don't remember what he said.
The apology meta.
The apology
It was
meta. When do we? I'm not going to fucking ask you while we're recording this. Never mind.
I've been Trey Hebert.
Yes, you have.
Oh, I go next, right? Yeah, because TNT fucking. I was looking at you. It's like, oh, fucking say your name, pal.
My name's Tanner Smith.
Yeah, we'll do that. And I'm Nathan
TTN.
And we're gonna pretend like we didn't fuck up 3 letters we didn't need to fuck up. And have yourselves a frosty evening and a crisp soup. Love you.